YouTube? It's your girl Black Lunatic, and I am back with another video. Yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and be part of the squad. You know what I'm saying? This video is going to be a story time about how your girl was almost left in Sandton with the bill. And if you guys know, a bill yes, Sandton is not just a bill. It was a bill. I was almost left with a bill in Sandton in a club. Guys, andicorite. Yeah, andicorite. And andicorite. And this happened this year, né? Stay tuned for more. Let's get into the video without further ado. Okay. So guys, né? Early this year, I don't remember when exactly, but it was early this year. I think about January, you know, February, because that's when universities open, right? So one of my friends, her name is Garabo, by the way, shout out girl, she goes to Varsity College. So they had a freshers in Sandton. The girls are going to be there because I do, you know, distance learning. I'm in UNISA, so I don't really go to school a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm going to this freshers because I'm gonna be within, you know what I'm saying? And besides, it's in Sandton. Like, why am I staying behind? So the deal was, okay, Melissa, keep it at 200 rand each to, you know, buy the stuff, and the table must look good. You understand what I'm saying? So okay, the day before that, I meet up with my friends, my acquaintances, let's call them acquaintances, and you know, I've known this guy for a while, and he's like, let's go out for lunch. I'm like, nah. And my friend was like, Isme, by the way, she's here, shout out Is, she's a main character, you know, one of the main characters of the store. But anyway, so we decided, okay, you know what, fuck it, let's go, because I was gonna pay anyway, and it's not like these guys are strangers. So we go to Rokamama's, we eat. On our way back, they're like, what you doing tomorrow? We're gonna chill. We're like, nah, we don't want to chill tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to Sandton. Like, we are going to a freshers in Sandton, like out to Mihari City, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, nah, you know what, it's cool, we're gonna take it to Sandton. Mind you, it's like January, February, so we broke. We're like broke. Like nothing was looking up, bruh. We're like broke. So we're like, okay, if they're gonna take us to Sandton, then that's, you know, minus money for transport. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that car is so bad, guys. Like, Uguzi start there, you must push. You know what I mean? Push us, korokor. Like, that car does not vie if you didn't push it. Like, it's not going anywhere. Okay? We move. We're like, okay, great, they're gonna take us to Sandton. Sharp. Later on, when they drop us here at home, you know, we have a conversation. We take away the food that I brought for my siblings, and then they're like, nah, they're also gonna cover the 200 rands that we're supposed to have, you know, and they're not gonna stay, you know, they're not gonna be all up in our grill. We're like, this is just perfect, you know what I'm saying? And besides, we know these guys, so it's gonna be fine. Okay, sharp. Fast forward to the day. We are looking good. We're so excited, man. You know, we're looking good. We dress up to show up. You know what I am saying? Like, I looked, guys, like, even in that club shade, we were within. We were within. So, okay, fine. Sorry for that. I'm outside, as you can see, so you know they're gonna be cars and shit, so it's normal. So anyway, now they come here, we get there, they're looking good. We're like, oh, okay, sharp. We looking good, like, this is gonna be a bomb day. We go on our, it's like, do they know the place? They're like, yeah, nah, we know the place. We're like, okay, chill, that's great. If you guys know the place, then let's go. You know, Sandton, you know. This guy, do these guys know where Sandton is? No. We drive around for like an hour to end up in Josie, Bram. What are we doing in Bram? Because it's supposed to be in Sandton. You know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, we know how to get to Sandton from here. It's cool. Trust us. You know what I'm saying? We're like, okay, fine, we're gonna trust you. Get in the car. After a while, they finally admit that now we don't know what we're doing. We don't know where we're going. Ace also doesn't know where to direct from where we are. So now we're like quarter to stranded. You know what I mean? Like, but luckily, you know, my phone's on. I've got data. I'm like to my friend, please send me the location. You know, she's lit. She calls, yeah, bro, where you at? Yeah, Bryce lit, yeah. This like a chose, you guys. And then she's like, I'm like, send me the location. She sends the location. Good. We follow the location. My phone switches off. Fantastic. I mean, what more do we want? Like, the phone must switch off, sis, and right? Switches off. We're like, no biggie. We try and put my SIM card in S's phone. Guess what? It doesn't sense. The girl doesn't have data. She doesn't have data. My SIM card doesn't want to sense on her phone. Okay, this is life. Okay, so this is where this night is headed. So now already I'm pissed. Like, I want to go home. Like, if you guys didn't know the place, you should have just said so. If me was going to direct us, you know what I'm saying? She was willing. Why was your ego the big deal? You know what I'm like? I'm pissed. I'm busy apologizing. Sorry for ruining your night. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitches. So anyway, eventually we get into a garage. We park by a garage. We get airtime, location, and we go. Now we're back in the vibe. Now we're not back in the vibe. We still, you know, anything could happen. And then we see an off-ramp at Sandton. Now we're on a freeway. We see an off-ramp at Sandton. So now we're in the minds. They off-ramp Sandton. You know, they're also excited. Fist pump. Yeah, we did it, bro. They passed the off-ramp. These motherfuckers. These guys. Sorry for swearing. These guys passed the off-ramp. These guys passed it. It's written Sandton. They pass. I'm like, okay, you know, maybe we can go back, reverse, you know, yellow light, reverse, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, nah, if we catch it from that side, we'll still join the same place. We're like, okay, fine, you know, you guys are drivers, you know this. Dugu, I'm in deep kloof. Deep kloof, like I'm in deep kloof. I'm like, you know what, it's fine. It's chilled. We'll make it happen. Deep kloof. We say GPS again, you know, it shows us the way back to Sandton. Now we're inside Sandton. Esme's phone switches off. But we're like, okay, you know what, it's not that bad because we're in Sandton, you know. How hard could it be finding this club? Where? In Sandton. So we're in Sandton. What am I thinking now? So we're in Sandton and we stop by these robots. We ask this guy for this club. He's like, oh, we know this club. We're like, yes. He directs us to the club. Did they go the directions that they were directed? No. No, we must like, I don't know if to be past the club or what, but we don't get to the club. I'm like, you know what, it's cool, it's fine. We can still make it happen. We get to this other place where there are tons of clubs, like News Cafe, like there are. I'm like, okay, we might be at the right place, because you know, it's club after club after club after club, you know what I'm saying? I'm asking the people, do you know where it's Club Sway? They're like, nah. I'm like, Club Sway. No one knows. Some don't even know what Club Sway is. I show them a picture of the club. I'm like, others are like, nah, bruh. Like, we switch on the phone, light it for like 2 seconds, and we try and call my friend. We call her, and she is sloshed. Now I'm pissed. Like, I am pissed. I'm like, you know, I don't want to go home. I'm tired. I don't want this no more. I want to go home, honestly. Okay, fine. My friend's like, nah, bro, we here already. You know, the guys already made so much effort to bring us here. So, you know what I mean? Let's just chill. I'm like, okay, it's fair. I'm not about to ruin everyone's fun. They're like, choose any club you guys want to go into, and, you know, we'll just have fun there. We're like, okay, we're going to Club Biblos, or whatever they call it. I think it's Biblos. We get into that club, and the people are slaying. But now we're also looking good, because we knew Sandton is where it's at. So we're looking good, we're all looking good. The people are slaying, you know, the heads are turning, you know. Now I'm worried, because I'm like looking at people's tables, and they are packed. What you want it there? The hubblies, the hay. And we are just walking in. Father, your children, lion. You know, we're just we're walking in with phones that are off. iPhone 11s just came out. They were flying. They were like everywhere. Everybody had an iPhone 11. Did I not have a stylo with a cracked screen? If you guys don't know what stylo is, there, it's that bad. Like, it's below Mobicel. They're like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna take off my phone. Like, no, I'm not doing that shit. Like, my phone is not leaving my pocket. Okay, we get to the place, we secure a table, and now I'm nervous because I'm looking at everybody's table, and everybody else's table is full. Now we're sitting at this empty table for a while, and like, order what you want to order. I'm like, tell my friend what I want, and I go to the bathroom, you know. So if anything happens, you know, I don't even want to pee, but I want to, you know, leave that table. You know what I'm saying? So I get to the bathroom, you know, meet the guys, talk to them, they're vibe, they're nice. You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Babe, please have your number." I'm like, "Nah, I don't have a phone." And then they're like, "Come chill with us," and I'm like, this is tempting because they look like, you know what I mean? They live here, so it's obvious they afford the place, you know. Like, having my iPhone 11 everywhere, I'm like, but nah. I came with these people the whole way, you know what I mean? It's not fair. And besides, I don't know them. They could be serial killers for all I know. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, fine. I'm like, now we're gonna talk later on because we're in the same club anyway. Stay in the bathroom, sit there for a little while, you know, just sitting down, looking at the walls, looking at the mirror and shit. And I was like, maybe I should get out now. I get out, I get to our table. Our table is looking good. I'm like, okay, so this is where it's at, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you want? Buckets full. That's my friend, she's Shapa's hubby. They're like, you want hubby? She's like, yeah, I want hubby, you know what I'm saying? They bring the hubby. Bro, now our table's looking good. So now I'm in a mood. I'm like, yeah, chubby, and the DJ starts playing on my piano, you know, the playlist is lit. I'm like, okay, this was not so bad. Just when I say it's not so bad, the guys here with I leave my house, I dress up, I come to Sandton, and you guys just sit. Like, you know, they're bored, the other one is sleepy. I'm like, you know what, create your vibe. At this moment, I'm like, where are my friends? Like, Abo Sesh, Abo Ernest, Abo Arthur, you know what I'm like, if it was them, we were not gonna get lost in that place. We were gonna be vibing everywhere. Like, you know what? I'm like, you know what, fine, make your own fun. Now I'm dancing, you know, we're getting attention now because we're dancing, you know, I'm dancing. You know, people are like looking at us in a good light. You know what I'm saying? And then the friend decides, nah, he's also gonna stand up and dance. And he dances, you know, he's and then he's like, yeah, join in the routine, I'm gonna do this, you must see, can you do it, you know, we're gonna follow, and he's doing stuff, and I'm like, what you doing? What you doing? You know, but I'm like, you know what, let's have fun, you know. So I'm also there following, and he sees that I'm following, so now he's starting to, I'm like, bruh, hold up, you can't, the whole time, hold up, bruh, like, breathe, bruh. Okay, after a while, now it's time to, you know, bounce, you know. Now they're doing up and downs. At first, they were very doing up and downs because they're trying to get the DJ to play this guy's song. What was the reason? And like, they're so bad. Like, what are you doing? Why? You know, but leave the guy, you know. We're chilling now. Now it's time to go home. They're basically up and down. They ask us, you want to eat? I'm like, nah. Because I'm feeling sorry for these guys, you know what I mean? It's Sandton. The bill is not going to be 2 rand, 100 rand, 50 rand, you know what I'm saying? S is like, I want to eat. They bring a smaller meal. I will eat a little. It's time to vibe now. We're walking out. Because they still, as far as I'm concerned, they were behind us. We're walking out, you know, walking to the car. And then the bouncers, they follow us. They're like, where are you going? We're going home. Like, you didn't pay. We were like, yeah, the people we're with are paying. It's like, there's no one there. I'm like, okay, maybe they know went to the car to get the cards. Please kappa us to the car because we're near, like almost there. So let's just see. Where's the car? Where is the car? Nowhere. Mind you, the car, you have to push it to happen. So we know that it's not stolen or anything. And besides, we're in Sandton. The cars that are there, my baby, there are cars there. And our car is just there. You know, it's just there. It's barely a car. You know what I'm saying? And for it to move, you gotta push. So it's obvious that they knew what they were doing when they pushed and started that car. They are gone. I start laughing, like, I'm not okay. Like, at this point, I got rights. Like, no. Mind you, I commented those guys that had man, that were revived, they wanted to chill with us. And I was like, nah, I can't do that to the people. And now I'm here, just here, stuck with a bill that is not 100 rand, and I had 100 rand. Like, I only had 100 rand, and it's clear that the bill is not 100 rand. Long story short, before it's too long, we go back in the club, and they're like, we can go looking for them one at a time. One must always stay back. S is like, I'm gonna go look for them. At this point, I don't know if I trust her, because she could also just disappear. But where would she go? Okay, fine. She goes for a while, and this guy now that came to me earlier on comes to me again, and we talk, and I'm like, at this point I'm thinking, you're gonna pay for the bill. You don't know it yet, but you're paying. You're paying, motherfucker, you paying. And we're talking, but I'm not telling him that they left us with the bill, you know. I'm still there, the music is still nice, you know, I'm still there, just, you know, acting like everything's okay, everything's all nice, you know. And we're talking, and he's like, I like you, you're vibe. I'm like, thank you. Mind you, in the bathroom, I said I have no phone. He's like, may I please have your number? At this point, I'm like, sure. But, you know, I'm like, okay, fine. I give him my number, we talk. I'm like, but don't call me now, my phone's off. He's like, okay, sharp. That's what they all say. First you said it on the phone, now you're saying your phone's off. Did you give me a wrong number or something? I'm like, nah, don't worry, man, don't worry. This is the right number. Gonna charge my phone and you're gonna see, okay, fine. I'm thinking, I'm not about to take off my phone. What? No. Okay, I'm talking to, you know, now, getting in the good books so that when I lay the fact that he must pay the bill, it mustn't look so bad, you know what I'm saying? Okay, S comes back. She's like, right, people don't want to pay. I'm like, oh, so you found them, that's good. She's like, yeah. They're shouting the waitress saying, you guys want all our money, you guys want all our money. I was like, all I wanted was to come to Sandton and go to a freshers, meet my friends, party, and go home. Was that too much to ask? Was that too much to ask? Clearly. I'm like, okay, stay here and let me go to them. When I get there, I'm like, hi, what's going on here? The guy gives the cash and gives the card and they pay. And they're like, it was just a prank on the waitress. Don't worry, girl, don't worry, it was just a prank, The guy now that I know. Excuse me, and then the friend's like, don't lie, it's not a prank. These people want to take all our money. We didn't even check that much. How is the bill over 1,000 rand? And this is me thinking, bruh, it's Sandton. Bruh. And then they packaged the leftover drinking stuff, and did they not drop the packet by mistake? So the alcohol that they paid for the rest of it is like on the floor. And I'm like, this is none of my business, motherfuckers. I wanna go home. Okay, we get in the car and we vibe. In the car now, S is confessing that she thought about leaving me. I'm like, yeah, this girl. As if that wasn't the best part. Now we're on our way home, and then their car decides, we done. I'm giving up in Sandton. In Sandton, I give up. You guys are gonna find your way home. This car really doesn't want to start. Push the car to the nearest garage. They found petrol, so apparently it was petrol, and they're like, it starts raining. They're like, yeah, our car, you know, it's a little scrap, so we can't drive in the rain. We're gonna have to sleep here in the garage. Father God, your child is sleeping in a garage in Sandton with Korokoro. And then this other Mercedes comes, BM following, and you look at me. I'm like, should I go home? Because you know I could literally go home. But I'm like, I'm not about that life, guys. My life is important. I'm like, hey, let's sleep in this car. You sleep in the car, in the morning. I woke up fast because I'm not comfortable. It's not home. Hey guys, let's go home. I'm on my way home now. They're allowing SB to direct. We got here so quick, like, and we're here. They're like, why didn't you just allow her to direct from the get-go? We were gonna get to Sandton a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But we got home and they apologized. We're so sorry for ruining your night. Did that bring our night back? No. And that is how I was almost left in Sandton. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.